What's up, y'all? It's your favorite cousin, Cowboy Jay. Welcome to another episode. I got my brother, my guest,
Rico.
Today we're going to talk about a few things. We're accountability partners. He started a group chat full of men that's wanting to be better, have that brotherhood, but challenge each other in the way we think, the way we talk. So for example, challenging myself to stop cussing. When I cuss, I do 10 push-ups. Accountability partner here, he said he was gonna do it too. We just here to better each other, love each other, better, come better together. So let's do it. Let's talk.
Yeah, I had to throw on the hat. I had to put on the hat I ain't wore since we went to Tennessee. That's when I got the hat. So,
matter of fact, we got both of these in Tennessee at the same time.
So, yeah, next time I might have to give me some boots.
In Nashville.
You
gotta hurry up. You should have been had that.
Yeah.
You should have been had that. So we're gonna talk about a few things that we might be battling each and every day and how we're getting through it, things that we notice. So there was one thing that you had sent yesterday. You said kings wake up early even if they have nothing to do. They handle their affairs even if it's just prayer, to wake up before the world while it's silent, before the hustle and bustle of the average man and their rush hours and automobiles, for they have not prepared to get a head start on the world in order to lead the world. Before the average man awakens, we kings have had 2 to 5 hour head start on building our inner and outer empires. Stack this up over time, the average man becomes a peasant standing next to a king like us. I added that us. Yeah. And waking up early, that's something that you had to do it during college for sports.
And before then, my grandmother instilled that into me, waking up early. I just happened to getting up and doing things. It might not have been too much to do, but we're still getting up and getting whatever there needs to be done. And just throughout that, it just kind of...
See, I think that's one thing that was missing. The only time I was forced to get up was really for school, or we had to be somewhere. That getting up really wasn't instilled in me until I started training clients early, having to get up at 4 a.m. And that started happening in college, training early, doing something hard in the mornings. So that was really instilled in me during those college years. And then after, of course, COVID hit. So that's when I really self-development. Hey, we got to go ahead and get up for everybody else do. And honestly, what I found out is, and the way my life, I got way ahead. So I'm waking up at 4, really starting at 4. Then by 12 o'clock come, that's already a full day. Most people
6 hours,
3-4 hours into working, and I can be done for the day. Especially with being an entrepreneur working for myself, that really helped me get ahead in that way.
So really the most important thing that I found in waking up early and removed from college football and any type of obligations towards that, but for myself, when you mentioned building the inner empire. So waking up early, you're able to get up, you're able to get some prayer in, you're able to just get your mind, usually get some time for yourself, whether that's getting some prayer in or working on something for yourself. And also, you're not immediately, because the average person is getting up, they don't have 1 to 2 hours to work on themselves, whether it be a prayer, mental or physical, a little exercise, get a little bit of work done before, especially got a 9 to 5. So before going into there, your average person, he's getting up, he's rushing immediately. So it's like, what time do you have to build an inner empire, working on yourself, mental, physical, spiritual, and everything starts there. So then that goes into and translates into what you're doing for the entire day. So you got time for yourself, you relax, you calm, you done got yourself taken care of, so then you can go handle some business and then go handle some affairs out in the world. That's super important. And especially at a 9 to 5, those who I think we all want to transition into something working for ourselves. So then at that time, you're getting up early to do some work for yourself before you go work for another man. So very important. And that's how you stack that up over time. It's like night and day. And it's not even any type of arrogance or type of thing when we say kings and peasants or kings and princes. But that's just the verbs that we're using. If it discomforts you, then so be it.
You gotta have confidence to be able to call yourself a king.
And confidence comes through proper work and preparation. It's not something that you can fake. People can feel that and understand that. So real confidence comes through earned preparation and work.
And through failing. You ain't got to be perfect. There have been times where I said, hey, I got to get up at 4 o'clock or I got to get up at 5 o'clock and hit snooze when I wasn't supposed to. But then the next day I just get up and try again and I'll be successful, stack as many days, that compound interest, keep making those daily deposits. And I think that's where most people don't have the confidence to maybe call themselves a king or the confidence to continue to keep showing up, have that heart, is because they haven't stuck to their word. If they say that they was gonna do something, oh, I wanna lose 20 pounds, no matter how you lose it, it's just when it gets hard, people give up. So they fail and don't try again. It's okay to fail. That's how successful people become successful. It's by trying again to act. It only has to work one time. So just keep going one more. But I think that's what really helped me, and people don't have a plan. So let's give them a takeaway for that. We could talk about you need to be up to the 4 to 5 hours before most people, but what does the preparation look like? Like for me, it's the night before. I'm already gotten my alarm set. I got one for, right now I'm getting up at 5 a.m. because 4 is just the part of life that I am in. For years, I was getting up at 4. Now it's 5 just because we got Luca. I believe I need that extra rest, depending on the type of night that he have. But that 5 a.m. will come, and there's some nights. Matter of fact, this morning, I'm supposed to be up at 5, but I felt like I needed that extra sleep. So I slept in for an extra 2 hours, didn't get up till 7. But I think that preparation at night, so that's knowing, pre-planning, knowing what you gotta do. So for me, if I know I gotta get up at 5, and between 5 and 6, I know I wanna pray. I know I wanna go ahead and get dressed, maybe have some coffee or some tea or have my fruit bowl. It doesn't always have to be work. Just get up, do what you're supposed to, do the things that's gonna make you a better individual for that day. You are investing in yourself before you start investing in other people. And most time, a lot of people ain't even calling on you when it's dark outside.
That's quiet time. It's really quiet. There's no really cars. You don't see the hustle. You don't hear the hustle and bustle of cars riding up and down the street. The humans aren't really awake because most people are waking up at 8 p.m., 9 a.m., rushing, putting clothes on, brushing their teeth, and running out the door. So you can see how it's quiet and that's time. Nobody's hitting your phone because most people aren't even up. So that really gives you a lot of time to build that inner empire. Because everything starts on the inside and then works its way out.
And you won't be the normal person. So we aren't normal because normal people, let's just say we're fit, we're healthy. Over 70% of people are obese and overweight. So those are probably the same people that's getting straight up trying to rush out the door because they ain't got nothing, no purpose. They're not waking up with a purpose. They're being controlled instead of being in control.
No plan means you planning to fail. Simple as that. And
go to sleep. How many times have I told y'all, hey, I gotta get up at 4 a.m., 5 a.m., so I'm getting into bed early. Y'all done left my house because I'm about to get into bed.
8 p.m.
You got to be willing and eat dinner at 3 or 4. So you gotta be willing to sacrifice certain things. And if you got the right people around you, they will actually understand. And not necessarily, they might laugh at you, pick on you. You gotta have thick skin knowing that it's actually coming from a place of love because you actually bettering, I'm actually bettering myself. And I know I need my 6, 7, 8 hours. You can stay up till 12, 1 o'clock and get right up at 4, 5. Like that ain't me. So, and probably thrive just as good on your 5, 6 hours as I do my 6, 7, 8 hours. But you just gotta, that pre-preparation. So for me, it's get my clothes out. As soon as I get up, try not to hit snooze. If I do, I only give myself that 5-minute window. So 5 o'clock is going off. I got another one set at 5:05, nothing after. And that 5:05, none of them have snooze really. I just know that I got a second alarm that's coming. And I make sure I pray in the mornings. I make that a priority to make sure to do. Sometimes I'll get up and I actually read the Bible. Sometimes I won't. It's just prayer, me talking to God. It's me getting in a workout, and that's like my meditation. That's the way I find it. That's how I'm able to serve God in that way. It's through my workouts, through that prayer. What is your preparation?
In the morning, my preparation, I'm getting straight up. First thing I'm doing is I'm turning on my PC. I'm looking at the charts. I only trade NASDAQ, so I'm looking at that. I turn that on, and then I just check it out, and then I'm going straight to my prayer mat. Or if I don't use my prayer mat, then I'm going just to praying on the ground. And I do that 5 times a day.
He day trades, so he trading stocks, stuff like that. So if y'all didn't know.
Before I go into my 9 to 5, and we're using that, the 9 to 5, we're using that to funnel into trading accounts and then to therefore disconnect and work for self. Whole plan. And so when I'm waking up, turning on my PC, checking it out, going straight to prayer, then I'm going straight to maybe a little workout while I'm monitoring my charts, getting me some coffee and some water, a smoothie. If I'm hungry, then I may get some solid food as well. But that's pretty much what I'm doing in the mornings. And then I'm usually getting up at 6 o'clock, got my alarm set for 6 because the market starts to move about 7. And then when I'm going into my 9 to 5, I'm leaving my home at about 10 a.m., 9:30 to head out. I'm getting in about 3 to 4 hours of work for my preparation, of just building my inner empire, so that then I'm able to fill myself up and then proceed to fill another. So it's like fulfillment. People want to pour from an empty cup type of deal. You have to be full in order to proceed to fill another person. So it's fulfillment. So then I've noticed that the better that I'm prepared and I'm feeling, I'm able to be great for myself, but then also great for others around me. So maybe they low on energy or whatever it may be. It doesn't matter because I'm already done my inner work and I'm good. I'm thriving and I'm going for the day. And people feed off of that. So then it's just boom, and I'm a leader. So and I love to lead. So that's something that I like to do. So then we have to prepare ourselves to do that. There's nothing fake about it. You just do it. And for one, the first rule, you gotta love to do it though. And that's not everybody.
And trying to pour with your glass half full or half empty and having that energy, I think that's where you already on a huge high because you already invested into yours for 3-4 hours before you had to go put more energy into somebody else. In order to gain energy, you have to give energy. So a lot of people say, I don't have enough energy to work out. Well, of course you don't, because you ain't working out. So you have to go, in order to get that energy back, you have to go do something. It's like consuming food. You have to go put in some work. You got to chew. You got to make the food. You got to do all those things. The food has to break down. So some work has to be put in for you to get the energy that you want. Your workouts, you need to go do the hard right to get the energy. Because if you talk to anybody that works out before they go to work, the energy is 10 times better. But you got to be willing to put forth the energy before the workout to get to the workout. So then on the opposite end of that workout, at the end of it, that energy is 10 times in return. So it's just some things that you got to think about. Know your purpose. Know why you want to do. Why are you even getting up? And we ain't say you got to get up as early as we do, but maybe just start off getting up an hour early than your normal time. So it slows you down from rushing. And just think about the energy that you have. If somebody is rushing out of the house, rushing in the morning, especially if you got kids or something, and you're rushing, trying to get to work, you already, that mindset ain't already positive. You're already in a stressful state. Then your boss say something to you and they said everything right, but you took it the wrong way because you stressed out because of how your morning is going. And then you want to blame it on the boss.
Set the tone for the day is what you do. You set the tone for your day. It's not the best way to start your day, morning, not at all.
I personally became a better man by investing into myself early mornings before my clients pull energy out of me, because I got to have a lot of energy each and every day. Before my wife, for my son, pull energy out of me. So I got to be, before I fix other people's problems, I got to make sure I'm on top of all my...
You got to charge up.
Yeah.
You got to charge up.
Yeah.
You know, you want to make sure that that your soul, your spirit, your health is all on that same level that you wanted to be on, even the finance. Like I always say, everything has its own energy signature. A person that is not in great health, they have the energy signature. A person that is in great health has an energy signature. A rich man has a certain energy signature to him. And this is, we want to make sure that signature is matching what we want to be. And that's just simply what it is. Now, of course, we have exceptions. Exceptions exist everywhere. You have someone who's in very poor health that may be rich as I don't know what. Those are the exceptions. But ideally, we want everything to match up. And then that's how, once we match up, we're no longer chasing. You just align. And then that's how the law of attraction is. You align to what you need and what you want. And then it comes to you. That's when then everything else other than that is pretty much chasing. So it makes it harder.
I don't. Well, thank y'all for tuning in to this episode. I hope y'all gained something from this. So stay tuned. We got another episode coming right after this, part 2 to this series. So it's your favorite cousin, Cowboy Jay. I love y'all.
Rico.
We love y'all. Make sure y'all subscribe and comment. Send this video over to somebody that's trying to elevate, trying to learn how to invest in themselves before the world starts pulling at them each and every day. So we love y'all. We'll see you on the next one.